I do. Sometimes, I may forget, but you ain't walked in my shoes. So much trauma down that road, you had no choice, huh? Trying to speak, they wouldn't listen, you had no voice, huh? See, I understand your love healing, but it's killing, huh? It's like your heart was up for grabs and they just stealing, huh? That ice running through your veins, now you chilling, huh? All right, let me see. What's going on, y'all? What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? Let me see. Community gathering. Boom, boom. Community gathering. Don't stay in the mirror. Let me see. Don't. What is this? Thebloodthatheals. What that's talking about. I'm trying to see. Don't stay in the mirror. Bet we good to go. Welcome back. Ha. Thank you. All y'all, man, y'all just welcoming a nigga back with all kind of open arms and shit. I love it, man. I love it. Don't stay in the mirror. All right, cool. We good. Boom. Hey, man, I pray everyone is doing amazing, man. It's back to be in the community gatherings. You know how we do it, man. We're going to vibe out for a little minute. Let me see. Yeah, we're going to vibe out for a little minute. You know how we do it, man. We're going to vibe out. Let everybody come on in. Go ahead and get your oodles and noodles. Go ahead and roll up. Go ahead and get your juice, your Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? We finna vibe out for a little minute. Let everybody come on in. Then we're going to, we're going to go ahead and dive in.
I told you, lady, that I love you.
Yeah.
If I didn't, darling, I'm sorry.
Look, if I ain't tell you that I love you, well, I promise I do. Sometimes, I may forget, but you ain't walked in my shoes. So much trauma down that road, you had no choice, huh? You trying to speak, but they won't listen, you had no voice, huh? See, I understand how you feeling, no more feelings, huh? See, I understand your love healing, but it's killing, huh? What's poppin'? It's like your heart was up for grabs, and they just stealing, huh? That ice running through your veins, now you chilling, huh? See, I'm just trying to give more than I receive now. I started meditating, trying to find some peace now. I changed my diet, vibrating higher, no sheeps now. And burn some sage, make your bed, change your sheets now. If I ain't tell you I love you, well I do. Seeing this blunt, I got lavender and chamomile. I'm sitting back reminiscing, I ain't have a meal. I'm speaking affirmations to the sun, and the sun like angels around me. Braids I escape that gunfight. I feel the chill up in my bones, my spirit elevated. It's like I'm finally going home. You gotta learn to love yourself before you love someone else. You gotta learn to give it out before you get it for yourself. Look, see, what you get is what you give. Your life is your state of mind. You living how you live. Look, respect yourself, nigga. Yeah, your life is your reflection. Bless yourself, nigga. And stop looking like everything is outside of you. Yeah, the moon, the stars is all inside of you. Look yourself in the mirror, do what you gotta do. And drop tears, cut off tears is what you gotta do. Focus on yourself, don't let nobody love you. And understand what you desire, she desire you. If I ain't tell you that I love you, well, I promise I do. Sometimes, I may forget, but you ain't walked in my shoes. So much trauma down that road, you had no choice, huh? You trying to speak, they won't listen, you had no voice, huh? See, I understand how you feeling, no more feelings, huh? See, I understand your love healing, but it's killing, huh? Ooh, hey, man. Y'all know how we do it, man. We gonna vibe out real quick. Let everybody come on in, man. Y'all know how we do. Yeah, we out here, man. We back in the community gatherings, baby. You know, yeah, high vibrations. Yeah, the tribe, you know.
Look, it's gold roses in my bathtub. Water hot, Epsom salt with some essential rubs. It's gold roses on my floor, too. I want God, might as well paint my floor blue. It's gold roses in my bedroom. Bandanas hanging down, that's my red room. It's gold roses in my kitchen too. Everything I cook is vegan, ain't no chicken soup. Look, I write my goals and follow through, cause that's my focus. I meet my goals halfway, cause that's the local point. If that shit destroy my peace, I don't care what that is. Grab a lighter, burn some sage, I don't know what that is. It's all good, keep it moving, keep that vibe right. Make sure you meditate to keep that mind right. Burn some sage, keep it moving, keep that vibe right. Make sure you meditate to keep that mind right. It's gold roses in my bathtub. Water hot, Epsom salt flow too. I walk godly, might as well paint my flow blue. It's gold roses in my bedroom, bandanas hanging down, that's my red room. It's gold roses in my kitchen too. Everything I cook is vegan, ain't no chicken soup. All my niggas breathe in, all my niggas breathe out. Hey, burn some shit. Hey, matter of fact, hey, burn some Palo Santo, huh? Look. Hey, take a break and smell the flowers while you still can. Better tell your folks you love them while you still can. It's gold roses in my blunt when I smoke too. Spiritual practice with these songs make me float too. These next 3 days I ain't eating, see I'm fasting. Feeling closer to my God, I got passion. See, I used to carry hate, but I got passion. So much pain up in my heart, it had me lashing. Rosemary on my temples, help with migraines. It's an honor being of service, that's on my name. A God amongst men, you can't touch me now. Controlling all my urges, you can't fuck me now. It's gold roses in my bathtub. Water hot, Epsom salt with some essential rubs. It's gold roses on my flow too. I walk godly, might as well paint my flow blue. It's gold roses in my bedroom. Bandanas hanging down, that's my red room. It's gold roses in my kitchen too. Everything I cook is vegan, ain't no chicken soup. A God amongst men, you can't touch me now. Controlling all my urges, you can't fuck me now. A God amongst men, you can't touch me now. Controlling all my urges, you can't fuck me now.
Alright, y'all, this is the last song. You know, I gotta end it. I gotta end it with the yeah. You feel what I'm saying? It's the last song. You know, I pray y'all getting y'all, I hope y'all getting y'all fruit, y'all oodles and noodles, y'all Kool-Aid. You know, we finna vibe out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a nice little topic today. Then we're gonna jump into the community gatherings. You know, welcome back, all of us. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate, honor, and love each and every last one of y'all, man. Y'all know how we do it. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. Look, I'm feeling close to the me. I wake up and burn my sage in the morning. I sit back and close my eyes and feel the energy flowing. I turn vegan. Yeah, I changed my diet. I enjoyed my pork and beans, but it was too many dying. I started reading too. I started learning truth. Understand a lot of shit I learned, it wasn't true. I started wanting land, attending the flowers. I started setting some intentions before I hop in the shower. I'm feeling close to the God. Hey, this shit right here though, nigga. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. Look, I'm feeling close to the me. I started meditating. I started finding peace. I stopped believing in the sky and started believing me. I don't really smoke weed. See, I smoke herbs now. Chamomile and lavender, so calm your nerves now. I started healing trauma. You know, like shadow work. Ain't really had much growing up, so yeah, I did some dirt. But you see, I still forgive myself. I had to look up in the mirror. I had to heal myself. I had to understand my thoughts were powerful, nigga. I made sure I wrote my goals like every hourly, nigga. See, at this moment now, I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will find me as long as I stay on track. Whew. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. Look, I'm feeling feeling closer to me. Creating wealth for these generations. I'ma speak the truth, I'ma touch their heart, you can feel my penetration. I'ma make sure they remember this name. Even though I'm fully healed, I'ma still remember the pain. But it's okay though. I'm a god, bro. Energy can't be destroyed. I'm alive, bro. Now I understand. What you focus on, grow big. I focused on getting a million, and I damn sure did. Now just focus, bro. Just focus, bro. Your life is your state of mind. Keep hoping, bro. Now just focus, bro. Keep focused, bro. Your life is your state of mind. Keep hoping, bro. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. I am that. I've been that. And day by day, I'm gonna get closer to that. And I'm gonna forever be that. As I think it, as I speak it, as I write it, so it shall be. I am. What'd he say? As I think it, as I speak it, as I write it, so it shall be. I am. That part get me every single time. I say this all the time, but I say it every time. You feel me? Listen. What he say? He say, that which I wanted to become, I became, and therefore I am. Divine rising. Yes, because we are always rising. Instagram kicking me out. Shit. Press the issue. Tell them folks to stop kicking you out. You feel me? But look, man, I pray everyone is doing amazing, man. I pray everyone is doing amazing. I miss every last one of y'all as well. I swear I do. Tonight, I will definitely be speaking on a topic that is in reference of my period of transition, because that's what I like to call it, man. You know what I'm saying? I like to call it a transition, because of course, you know, that which whatever I was dealing with, that which what I was dealing with, you know, it was more spiritual than anything. But before we even dive in, I pray everyone is doing amazing. How everyone is feeling tonight? How everyone is feeling, man? How everyone love from Nigeria? Yeah, okay. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? I pray everyone doing amazing, man. How everybody doing? How everybody doing? Everybody good? Everybody copacetic? You double checked it. So this is a community gathering. If this is your first time in a community gathering, please know that if you have any questions, right? Any questions, all you have to do is put the question in the question mark. And because this is a community gathering, you all can also join me on my live, and you can just, you know, request the video and, you know, tap in with me, man. So I pray everyone is doing okay. Florida. I see you, Florida. Florida. For sure. So tonight, as you can see, the topic says don't stay in the mirror. You know, first, how I like to do with my community gatherers, man, you know, if this is your first time, I first like to start off with good energy, set the vibration, set the energy, with my sound bowl. This sound bowl is tuned to the pineal gland, right? And while we do this, while we do this quick meditation, about 30 seconds to a minute, right? While we do this meditation, we're going to have our eyes closed, and we're going to be breathing in and out of our nose, right? The reason why I'm telling y'all to breathe in and out of our nose is because we are soul and spirit beings, right? So with us being soul and spirit beings, and we're controlling our breath and not letting our breath control us, we're also, in a sense, controlling the flesh, right? Because that's what's important. You know what I'm saying? Controlling the flesh. So we're going to dive into the sound bowl. We're going to dive into prayer. Then we're going to dive into this topic. Then we're going to dive into the community gathering.
All right, so love from Barbados. Oh, we got everybody across we got everybody across the world tonight, man. I love it. I love it. So boom, let's jump into this. Let's jump into the meditation prayer. Then we're gonna jump into it. All right, so let's tap in, y'all. I would like to give honor and thanks to the powers that be that have put me in the position to obtain knowledge, to not only be able to obtain knowledge, but convert this knowledge into wisdom to not only teach myself, but the people, places, and things around me. I also send that same energy out to every being that's on this live, to every being that will watch this live in this community gathering, to obtain the knowledge that I may impute, to convert this knowledge into wisdom, and to not only teach themselves, but the people, places, and things around them. I also want to just give honor and thanks to every being that is on here, because I understand, overstand, and understand that there will not be a community gathering without every being in this room. So I give honor and thanks to the powers that be, and I give honor and thanks to every being. Ashe, Asheyo, Amen, and all of the above that you shall subscribe to. What's happening? Hey man, I know it's been a while, y'all. You know, I know it's been a while, man. Real quick, again, for those, if this is your first time in the community gathering, right? If you have any questions, any concerns, whatever the case may be, all you have to do is put the questions in the questions box. And because this is a community gathering, if you want to join me on my live, all you got to do is request a video. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna dive in. But yeah, we back with another one, baby. The community gathering, as y'all can see, the topic says don't stay in the mirror, right? It's actually a little longer than that. It's don't stay in the mirror too long, right? Now, if y'all see me going back and forth, of course, I'm also recording here on my other device for my YouTube, you know, so I can make sure I post this on YouTube as well, because it's a lot of people that I'm reaching is you know, on all platforms, or at least that's my intentions, right? So the topic tonight, right, is don't stay in the mirror, right? And I'm speaking more figurative than like physically, right? But at the same time, of course, it can still apply, right? So what do I mean, right? Don't stay in the mirror too long, right? So I speak a lot about shadow work. I speak a lot about self-reflection and self-accountability, right? And we all know, right? Everybody that's in this community gathering, myself, right? We all know the importance of going inward. You know what I'm saying? We all know the importance of looking at ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Before we start pointing fingers, whatever the case may be, or trying to help others or assist in others, you know, we know the importance of self-accountability, self-reflection, and going inward. And going inward mostly to heal and to address certain traumas, you know, emotional pain, unsolved grief, whatever the case may be, whatever the things that we may need to heal from, you know, is very important, right? So when we look in the mirror, physically and figuratively, right? When we look ourselves in the mirror, when we go in the bathroom and or while we doing shadow work, you know what I'm saying? And figuratively, when we look at ourselves in the mirror, instead of focusing on somebody else, you know, we got our journal, whatever the case may be, you know, we start to reflect, right? And we start to do shadow work, you know what I'm saying? And we start working on the things that we need to heal from, right? Now, the thing is this, right? Although these things are important, right? These things are very important to address, to heal, you know what I'm saying? To heal the soul, to heal first off, to heal the physical form, you know what I'm saying? Then to heal the inner child, to heal to heal our soul, to heal our spirit. But the thing is that we must also understand that, that these things or these emotions or these circumstances that we need to heal from, sometimes we may end up being consumed by them, right? And what happens is that when you get consumed by them, when you stand in the mirror too long, it prevents us from being in the present moment, right? It prevents us from tapping into certain gifts that because we're on this healing journey, you know what I'm saying? But yet when we get consumed or when we get so caught up with the things that we need to learn and so focused over here that we're not understanding that because we're doing the work, doors and avenues are just opening up. Doors and avenues, opportunities are just falling into our lap, right? Now, the thing is this, right? That us as individuals, right? We tend to stay in the mirror too long. We focus, like I said, we focus solely on what we have going on for too long, right? And then we end up getting consumed by them, right? Which then results in us only doing the things we need to improve on, instead of also looking at the situation from like a bird's eye view and start helping others to improve the situation as well. Rather, they aid into whatever the situation that you may be in and or making sure getting out of the mirror, right? You're addressing the issues, you're addressing the things that you need to take care of, but basically what I'm saying is don't get too consumed by them to the point where however you're healing, whatever your journey is, experience creates wisdom. And when you have that wisdom, now you have the power and the capabilities to now pull this person off to the side or pull this person under your arm and impute life and power into them. You know what I'm saying? And give them wisdom. Like, you know, I've been in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Although I may still be healing from this situation, I have the wisdom to direct and broaden your perspective, to direct your path in a way that it could be more lucrative than you having to go out and figure this shit out by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And which is mostly, you know, when it boils down to it, it's mostly self-inflicted. It's self-inflicted, but also becoming a product of your environment. Because of course, when you're not learning the things, you know what I'm saying, that you need to learn from the individuals, from your community, from your tribe, from your village, right? Because it's a fact. Like that term, it takes a village, right? It's a fact. You know what I mean? So it's very important, right? So again, I agree. We must look at ourselves first, like automatically. We have to, right? Before you point the finger at somebody else, you have to look at yourself, right? But when you look at yourself, right, and when we're pouring into ourselves and bringing things to the forefront, we also have to ask ourselves, right, what part am I playing in my own suffering? I said, what part am I playing in my own suffering? Because we understand, overstand, and understand the power of the 3, 6, and the 9, I'm going to say that one more time. What part am I playing in my own suffering? Let me see what y'all talking about real quick. Is everybody understanding what I'm saying so far? Let me see some numbers real quick, right? Y'all know how I do it, man. I got to see the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Let me see some 333s, some 444s to make sure everybody understanding, overstanding, and understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, folks be coming to class late. You know what I'm saying? You know, folks be having the headphones in, playing the games on the phone. So I need to make sure, you know, everyone, or at least majority of everyone in here, is paying attention to what I'm saying and understanding, overstanding, and understanding what I'm saying. Right? All right, for sure. Boo, boo, boo. Okay, so again, when we're doing the inner work, when we're doing the shadow work, when we're going to our inner selves, before we jump into, you know, not staying in the mirror too long, right? Of course, we have to ask ourselves, what part am I playing in my own suffering? Now, I'm gonna jump into the ancient scripts real quick. I just want to read a little verse. Y'all know how I like to do. You know, y'all know when it comes to the ancient scriptures, man, y'all know I understand, overstand, and understand these, you know, these terminologies and these parables when I read this on a deeper level and not just surface level. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I always tell y'all, when I give y'all movie suggestions, I always say, do not watch the movie, watch the movie. You know what I'm saying? So when you read certain ancient scripts, don't read the ancient script, read it. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen. Because you have to understand that also before I jump into the ancient scripts and you know, impute what I have to say, right? Back on the topic, just a side note, we have to understand that our senses are nothing but receivers. You know what I'm saying? So truth be told, like we're seeing. What I'm trying to say is that we're seeing, but yet we're not seeing all at the same time, right? What we're seeing is just slower vibrational things that our eyes perceive and digest and pretty much breaks down and creates that form for us to actually see whatever that may be. You know what I'm saying? That may be in front of us. I pray everyone is understanding what I'm saying, right? So basically what I'm also saying is that, like, we don't feel with our hands. We don't taste with our mouth. We don't see with our eyes. We don't hear with our ears. We do all of those senses are within here, right? These right here are nothing but receivers. That's all that is. This is nothing but receivers. But these receivers communicate with this. And by way of this is how we can feel. This is how we can taste, and et cetera, right? So that was just a little side note. You know what I'm saying? But when I jump into the ancient scriptures, right, I want to jump into real quick Matthew 7, right? Matthew 7, 3-5, right? Again, this is about don't stay in the mirror too long. Yet, of course, do the inner work. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the inner work that you have to deal with. But at the same time, don't get so consumed to the point where now you're not utilizing the wisdom that you gained from that experience to not help others, right? Because we all have a gift. We all have inner wisdom. It's just up to us to understand, overstand, and believe that we have that. You know what I'm saying? And have the capabilities of teaching and or pulling that person off to the side and doing the work. So Matthew 7, right? Matthew 7, 3-5 says, and why do you see the speck that is in your brother's eye? Why do you see the speck that's in your brother's eye, right? But you do not consider, you do not think, you do not see the plank that is in your own eye. That's doing the inner work. Now again, y'all know, I like the deeper level. So we speak about the eye. This is what it's saying in the Bible, the eye, not the eyes, but the eye, right? How do you consider the plank that's in your brother's eye, but yet you don't consider the plank that's in your own eye? Or how will you say to your brother, let me pull the speck out of your eye when a log is in your own eye? Right? Then it says, first, take the plank out of your eye so then you can see clearly. Let him who have eyes see clearly. Then you can take the speck out of your own brother's eye. Right? So what does that mean? This is Matthew 7:3-5, by the way, if you all want to read that, right? If y'all want to go back and dissect that, right? What it's basically saying is this, right? You can look at your homie, your sister, your brother, your neighbor, whatever the case may be, right? And look at the things that they have to deal with and things that they have to face and the things that they have to reconcile and make peace with within themselves. But how dare you address them on their problems when you have your own problems that you have not addressed, that you have not reconciled with, that you have not brought to the surface to start your healing journey? Because like I always say, the journey is the destination. You understand what I'm saying? The journey is, there is no place or no set place that you need to go. The journey is the destination. So how dare you pretty much point the, but it also says this, right? It says, do the inner work, do what you need to do to start your healing journey. But as you start your healing journey and you pull out the speck out of your eye and you realize with your real eyes, right? You realize, right? The things that you need to take care of. And once you get in that space of your healing journey, once you get in that space of knowing what you need to heal on your healing journey, you start to gain wisdom, not knowledge. You start to gain wisdom because wisdom is knowledge applied. See, you have the knowledge, you have the know of the things that you need to take care of. And so when you start doing the work, now comes the wisdom. So now when you have this wisdom and you start to accumulate this wisdom, now it is up to you. Now you have to do the due diligence. Now you have been called to a call of duty. Now to when you see your brother, when you see your sister, when you see the homies going through certain things that you have that you may have went through, or something that you or a seed that you can make plant inside of them. Whether they listen or not, whether they go through one ear and out the other, you still have wisdom. You still have a seed inside of you that you can plant inside of them. This is why it's important to not stay in the mirror too long. Do the inner work, but don't get so consumed with the things that you have to do within yourself for too long, because it's people that need you. It's people that need you and they don't even know they need you. It's people that love you, yet they don't even know that they love you yet. It's people that you can inspire and motivate that you don't even know yet. Don't stay in the mirror too long. Remove the plank so that you can see clearly. And then you help your brother remove the plank from his own eye. I cannot be so consumed with my own journey or my own healing journey within myself that I don't start helping others. Right? Think about it. Even and this is a transparent, you know, with the community gatherings, I try to be as transparent and as honest with y'all because y'all do the same with me, right? So think about it, right? Even with my journey, hit with music, for an example. For those that don't know, I do music, right? I do music because when I first started doing music, I honestly didn't know why I was doing music. I was honestly, I knew I was doing music while I was doing music. I was doing music simply because I started to elaborate about my life that the other rappers speak about. You know what I'm saying? This was before I transitioned to the more high vibrational music, by the way. So if y'all go down to a long list to the beginning, you know what I'm saying, of a few songs, you know what I'm saying, I started speaking about my life in the streets, whatever the case may be. But when it comes to music, for an example, when people listen to my music, the music today, that I love you myself. If I ain't tell you that I love you, well, that entire song, I was speaking to myself. If I didn't tell you that I love you, well, I promise I do. Sometimes, yeah, I may forget, but you ain't walked in my shoes, the levels. Sometimes, yeah, I may forget, but you ain't walked in my shoes. So much trauma down that road, you had no choice, huh? You trying to speak, they wouldn't listen. You had no voice, huh? See, music for me was a release. It was healing for me, closer to God. Gold roses, ambition, therapy session. I have a song called Therapy Session. So, but at the same time, I can't look in the mirror for too long. What I mean by that is, although I'm doing this music for myself, is people also listening to my music and healing themselves. My Cooking with the Blood on YouTube, right? The blood that heals, right? I'm helping others. See, think about it. If I got so consumed with the things that I need to do, I wouldn't have even created the community gatherings. Think about it. For those that be on the community gatherings consistently, no shade to the ones that don't, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because this may be our first time, and I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. But for those that be in the community gatherings consistently, you know that the people that come onto the lives, they express themselves. They release. So if I would have got so consumed with my own healing, with my own journey, and not having a thought like, man, I need to express this, because it's probably people out there that are going or that have been through the same things that I'm going through, but yet I'm dealing with it and I'm finding ways to heal through it. But yet these people may not know how to deal with it or heal through it. So with me creating these different platforms and they listen and they see this, now their perspective is broadening, right? For them to start healing, for them to start focusing on their healing process, to gain wisdom during their journey. Again, experience. Wisdom comes with experience. So even if I go back, right? Because everybody's saying that they miss me, right? And I miss y'all as well. I promise I do. But think about it. Even the past, I believe it was 2 weeks, even the past 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, when I wasn't posting, I wasn't doing no community gatherings, because I was going through a transition. I was going through a transition thanks to a beautiful, spiritual, tapped in queen that poured nothing but life and power in me last week. For lack of better words, I like to call her my spiritual counselor, my spiritual advisor. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm just putting her on a platform to where, you know, I truly appreciate it, because if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't be on the community gatherings right now. If it wasn't for the life and the power and the remembrance of who I was, and also the confirmation that those past 2.5 weeks, I wasn't doing nothing but purging. I wasn't doing nothing but purging. So in the process of me purging, right? Me not looking in the mirror too long. Now just imagine if I stayed in that space. Just imagine if I stayed in that space of purging or not feeling myself. I wouldn't be on the community gatherings right now. I wouldn't have started posting right now. And this purge just came out of nowhere. I woke up one day and was just, and the reason why I'm saying purging, and I'm putting emphasis on it, because a lot of times most of us may say, oh, I feel sick, right? And I'm not saying I was sick, but this is just another upload that's coming down. Most of us may say, oh, I'm feeling sick, and it's not you feeling sick. You're probably detoxing or purging from some kind of spiritual bind that may have been attached to you. Because because if you go back in my lives, right, and I speak about health, I speak about how certain unhealthy modalities and diseases are nothing but entities that you have to purge from, that you have to fast from, that you have to detox from, that you have to cleanse from. So if I would have stayed in that space, you have to understand that everything manifests in the spiritual before the physical. So if I would have stayed in that space, this is why I can't look in the mirror too long. So then we fast forward to last week, right? The first thing I posted after 2.5 weeks, the first thing I posted was on my story. I said, what did I say? What did I say? Damn, what did I say? I said, I understand and understand that my actions not only affect me, but also the people, places, and things around me. Now, why did I say that? Right? I said that simply because I understand and understand how powerful these community gatherings are, not just for myself, but for the community. See, I have a call of duty, because out of my journey playing football since I was 5, me and my mom, my whole life, no real masculine energy guiding me, me having to teach myself, right? Me jumping into the streets, right? Me being behind that G wall, then me transitioning my entire life, right? And then now I understand that my actions not only affect me, but the people, places, and things around me. So I understand how powerful expressing my life is. I understand how powerful expressing and elaborating my journey, because I know that my journey will prevent the next person from taking the same route, but creating another avenue, a better avenue. See, it's kind of like I'll go through it so you ain't got to. And that's a powerful position. That's a powerful position to be in. With great power comes great responsibility. So that's a great power. That's a great position to be in. I'll go through it so you don't have to. So I posted that my actions not only affect me, but the people, places, and things around me, because I understand that my absence, right? My absence from being on social media, because of course I have intentions with everything, right? So my absence of not posting the